Go. There you go with the USDT dominance. First resistance. We are attacking the first resistance we mark up in the last streams. Perfectly paying out as we talked about. We didn't have too many confirmation to go shorts, but the main thing was to be cautious with the market. But the most important levels are now being hit by the dominance. These first two levels, where you can see a lot of demand of the market at this level here. Okay, a lot of liquidations here and here, so we can maybe spike a bit up again, and then maybe get to this level here on lower time frame, and then we can see maybe a reversal or even a flip, and then a continuation, taking out all these eyes here. No, wait, all these eyes here, these are here, and maybe why not even this one. Okay, the thing is that if we break out to this trend line, you can clearly see it's in line with the level and market you up. It's gonna be a very bad one, to be honest. It's so bad here, but for now, as long as we are below this level here, okay, could be good. Okay, first one. Then what we have here, Bitcoin. We talked about last stream about this level. I talked to you about a possible deviation. That is exactly what happened here, with a deviation to the upside and then down. You can clearly see a first attack to the zone here, rejection, up, then also due to Fed decisions we had just like 1 hour ago, we had a drop, but the decision was here. But then we had all this drop here with the deviation. You can clearly see here, and then down here. This was a good retest, to be honest, to play with. Okay, for people who can go on. We have been so unlucky, guys. My unluckiness is over 9,000 ultimately. We are playing so well, so disciplined with the market, but look at here. With stop loss break even, we take first profits here. No, second take profit here. But look how unlucky we were here. Then boom, down. By the way, this one was an amazing trade in my opinion. We caught a good movement for with trims like something like 2R. It's not that much, but we're still doing well for the month, and that's the most important thing. Most of people out there are burning capitals, so I'm happy to be more cautious this month instead of gambling on the market. The only thing I wanted to play with was ADA, with this range where we touched perfectly the line of 0.886. Could have been good a sweep of this low here. It was too risky to be called, but I entered here, but I'm not too convinced that this can go up, to be honest. I think I'm gonna cut it as it is now, because the other thing is only this possible scenario, at least I retest here. If I start to see a possible continuation, I would cut it. Didn't call it because it's too risky, and the main goal of this month is not to be risky, but to be smart in playing with the market. Then we broke a lot of levels, but here, for example, XRP could be good. We already talked about XRP last stream on this level here, where we have our range low and range high up here, the 75 level. Let me clear it up so you can clearly see it. One here. The 75 level that is in line with this zone here, this support here. So we have a couple of alerts here that can be played now. We can see maybe to set some limits around this area here, and maybe have something like this, a bit wider stop loss, so in case we sweep this low here, we are covered. Then maybe two entries, one here on the 75 and maybe on the sweep down here. I don't know if we have some POCs, let me check again. Yes, we have. So maybe we can even wait for our usual setup with the peak and the possible entry on this level, because yeah, these are only, so then maybe we can optimize the entry down here, but at the same time we have the 75 level here, so sometimes we need to adapt on the market. Even if you have a strategy, you need to zoom out a bit to understand the situation we are playing with at the moment. Hype. What was your trigger here? The sweep of this low here. You are maybe playing with the EMA on the what are you playing with? Meanwhile, write me here your setup, Sash. Bitcoin, the first level here obviously is the 75. Yeah. It's this one here. If we lose this, the only levels we have is the 73.7. Again, let me clear it up so it's understandable for you all. It's this level here, otherwise we have 68 on the line, because again, if you zoom out, you can understand it's an important range level here. Okay, otherwise, if even we lose, oh wait, and I think that this level is in line with another 75. Yeah, more or less, if we can consider this as an area, something like this. Yeah, so maybe 68, 6, 7. Oh my god, 6, 7. 68, 7 is a good area. But yeah, obviously you need to lose another 8, 9% or more or less. So Sash, what's your hype setup? Because if you go on the charts, you can clearly see on a lot of them this kind of setup. We lost this main trend. My god, we lost the main trend here, and we retested it here. You can clearly see the same thing on Ethereum, for example. Let me adjust it better, because this trend is not correct. It's not correct. Something like this. Yeah. The second retest here. Okay. I also had this on Dash. Damn, this was good. Missed it, to be honest. But yeah, on different charts, you can clearly see these kind of setups. The first dodge move was good. I wanted this BNB up here to short. We can delete it. And if you go like this, as I just said, boom. This even didn't give us a retest. This mean here, but lost the trend and then down. Fart, I don't care. Wow, Link is pretty heavy at the moment. Again here, go from here to here, lost the trend, retest more or less down. These are the setup you can find at the moment. We swap this low here. And yeah, BCH. We never play this one here. Remember the sweep of this low here. Yeah, it's a game of sweep ultimately. Even with bad or good news, it's just sweep of wicks and that's it. Yeah. You mean this sweep here? Let me see. Yeah, the thing is that on a lot of charts, we weren't able to go above these recent highs here. The thing is that we did something maybe like this. If then, for example, on this one, if it loses this low here, you can clearly see the scenario. It's so bearish here. At that point here, it's very, very bearish. If then, after this whip, it start to consolidate above this recent high here and start to build again the positions for a long continuation, obviously it can take all these highs here, 1, 2, and 3, of course. Let me see here if we have something interesting. I want to be more accurate with this one here. I don't like. Let me activate back my POCs. Let's see if we can find something during the stream. And so super. Where is my GP? GP here. Let me just bring it up. Here, thank you. Let me save it. All right, so GP activated. The first GPs are down here, where we were. Okay, we have the peak on Bitcoin, but we have the first POC is down there, but it's outside of the GP. Let me check the 0.86 level. Oh, okay, no, it's thin for few cents, I think. In this case, we have this low here that we need to be aware of, like this. So the entry possible on Bitcoin here could be around this level here at 74,661.55. We can then adjust something like this with a manual stop loss on the 30, and could be good like a 5-6 hour trade if given. But for now, until we don't get rejected at this level of the dominance up here, I'm not gonna try to long again. Okay, maybe we can expect another sweep of the high here, and then a rejection to the downside. Okay. So again here, perfect retest of the level we marked up last stream. Again here we have an important 75 level. If we zoom out, bottom, top, we have the range. Was this in line maybe with the 0.725? No, 0.5, yeah. You can clearly see we just retest the middle range, and now we are heading back to the maybe 75 area. It's not the best 75 area you can see on the chart, but it's something, to be honest. We have some POCs, maybe let's add some alerts on Sol too, and there you go. Tau, still waiting for lower levels. Here again, perfect range top market on. Oh wait, this could be interesting, to be honest. What do we have here? Let me see on the 30. Perfect here on the 30. Damn, this was perfect. This was maybe perfect. Let me see. From here to here. Let me adjust it better. These. Okay. Yeah, it was in line with the golden pocket. Perfectly in line with the golden pocket. We had 30. We had the 30, but we didn't have the 15. We still have a peak on the oversold area. So maybe we can play with these levels. 1% to, how much is it? 3%, yeah, could be good. Maybe something like this. One here, one here, one here. Couple of alerts for Sui. Wait, did you think make any details based on your strategy with Sales India? Well, help of AI. Yes, I did, but I tried different things with AI, but I think it's still not that good on trading. I tried with Claude, with Promax Plan, with different trying on Python indicators. PineScript indicators with data market connector. That is something that with API it can collect different kind of data from the market and aggregate them, trying to understand why the moves. The main thing was why the market moves, and if there were something like signals or indicators that anticipate the moves. That's what I was trying to build with the AI at the moment. The thing is that with AI you can like create for now some confluences for your strategies. So if you have like a checklist with winning strategies, a strategy, you can like have a PineScript indicator with a box like here saying, okay, we have this here, we have this, we have this, we don't have this, and we have this. So you go with 4 out of 5 confluences on your strategy here, and you can then decide to go with your or not with your position. So it's like a companion for your trading activity at the moment, in my opinion. You still need to have more data to understand why the market moves and so on. The thing is that I never play with Polymarket. I've never been interested in like in bet, even in soccer. Never try to bet on soccer matches. I try to build a Polymarket bot. I let it run for 3 days. On 3 days, it did like a 30x of the starting demo capital. I was like, what the fuck is this? It's a gold mine. I verified all the datas, and all the datas were real. And then I said, okay, let's start. And then I discovered that it was banned in Italy and different countries, Polymarket. And I was like, what the fuck? I thought I found the gold receipt, but then, yeah, all destroyed by the fact that Polymarket was not open in Italy and in different other countries, and I didn't know it. I never use it, and I will never use it in my life. Okay. So, fam, you wanna check any chart? Because otherwise, there's not so much to talk about. I explained you the situation. I don't know if you wanna talk about gold, that on lower time frame you can clearly see what are the levels we are struggling with at the moment. If you go back in the days here, it's a bit wider area. There is this one. If we start to lose this area, we can maybe go around 4.3k on gold, for example. I think it's losing the middle range. Let me check it. Yes, more or less. Okay, no, we are approaching the middle range here. And then we have, where is it here? S&P. S&P did had a great rally. Let me delete the lines. Let me update the levels. Obviously we have, this is the main support. Then we have main resistance. Now support here. So then if we start to lose the level here around 7,120, we can go down here around 7k, and so then at that moment we have a bit of room to the downside. The thing is that we clearly had a great spike above this mega important level, and now we are starting to bring lower lows and lower highs to go to the downside. Okay, at this point we can see maybe if we have some rotation into Bitcoin and cryptos and so on. Last thing, as I told you, look at what is going on here. We have the scenario we talked about in the last streams. So where we have these retests here and we are going up. As I told you, the only thing that could be good for the crypto alts would be a big deviation above this level and then down here with USDT dropping to downside. At that point we can really have a great run for alts. Otherwise we won't have a great run, and we still need to wait for a larger move, a larger liquidation to then get the direction we want. Yeah, arbitrage, exactly. I think was like the, because I'm not an expert. I was like, okay, try to find a bot that can work on Polymarket, and it was something like the delay between Bitcoin price on the, like on TradingView, and then on Polymarket there was like 2 to 3 seconds or 5 seconds, I don't remember, of delay, and maybe it was able to catch the move before it happened on Polymarket, but in the real time it already happened, something like that. I never tried body market, to be honest. I don't even know how to use it. I don't like that kind of gambling things. But yeah, it was something like with arbitrage. I don't think even if I have or not the bot. I should look for it on my MacBook somewhere, because then I proceed with different things on Cloud Code, designing and coding with softwares and SaaS. So yeah, with body markets, I like to do something else. Let me see if I have something interesting again or not. Mina, yeah, in the market it's like. So yeah, if Mina recovered this level here, it's good. If it can keep this mega recovery with the classic then cup and handle, then you can play like the retest down here. Mina could be interesting if it recovered this level here. Yeah, I still need like a 40% move at the moment, I think. 20%, sorry. 20% move at the moment, but can be good. Can be definitely good. Ada, let me check my position. I think I'm gonna cut it for even like not even 1 hour maybe. At yes, I check it at. We have been so unlucky at the first. We entered the short here, we had stop loss break even here, and now this is the situation. The thing is that we can maybe try to long ETH on the support down here with this up here, from this low to this high. We have this little room to try along with the div on this area here. Oh yeah, and one thing, you talk about a bot for my strategy, but this strategy with POCs and div, I learned it from the Poki, the master at WG Group. So would not be my strategy bot. I like to play with this strategy, but you also saw from me different kind of setup like swing, SFP. I have like 4 or 5 kind of setup that I visually have in my mind when I look at the chart, and with what kind of setup we can play here, this or this. Then I decide, I go through the checklist, I see the pattern we have, the level, the liquidations, where is the liquidity, and then I go through the checklist and I decide to enter or not a position. Alright fam? So, as always, our 30 minutes of stream. Let's see, I set a couple of alerts, so let's see if then we can have a move. For now I think I'm gonna cut, yeah, ADA here. It's not bouncing as I wanted. I'm gonna cut it maybe. And let me know if you need something for this market situation in the main chat. Meanwhile, let's wait for these alerts I set up. Most of all XRP, that is coming to an important, what is it here? An important level down here, then maybe we can play with. So maybe let's keep an eye on XRP, and then let's see how the market moves. All right.